Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Gotham Knights. Well, this is going to be a rather unusual chapter as this particular episode seems to have been cursed. This marks my fourth attempt at recording this using the video of the third attempt at recording it. What happened is that during the first attempt at recording this little section, I got interrupted by maintenance man at my apartment showing up. The second recording was also interrupted by maintenance man showing up. And in the midst of that, he tripped over the cord for my headset, which is right by my computer, where he needed to fix a problem with the air conditioning system. Make a long story short, I finally got things to work with the third recording, only to realize that my microphone was not plugged in. I still had the video footage though, but the irony is that this next little section is very creepy, very atmospheric, and I think it actually benefits from me not talking over it. So this chapter and the next one are going to be largely silent apart from the introduction and the ending text, so that you may more fully appreciate the nightmarish things that are going to be coming as we start the next mission. Now we're going to have a little bit of business in the Belfry before we get to that point. I don't want to spoil it, but this is going to be some very freaky stuff. Might be a bit familiar if you've read the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo run on Batman, where they introduced Court of Owls. And you'll probably go like, oh, this part. But yeah. Night 18 went pretty well. I wound up getting cornered by one of the knifey stabby freaks and went through all of my health packs and second winds trying to get away from them. Game spazzed out and wouldn't let me grapple up into the rooftops.
Got new intel for the evidence board.
I helped you. Now you gotta help me. My family found out about our little chat. They're up for blood. Please, you gotta get over here before they...
That didn't sound good. Better get to the Iceberg Lounge.
But
Toya had to call
we
for
can check
help.
our email first, surely.
Still think she's a good cop?
My dad literally had a signal to ask for Batman's help. Do you think he was a bad cop?
No. Babs, I would never.
I get it, Jason. You've had run-ins. But we need allies in the GCPD, whether we like it or not. And that's Renee.
I don't trust her.
I know. So trust me.
Can we trust Renee? That is the question. Yeah, I bet 5 of you comic readers love that joke. Alright, so check the leads board. And yeah, this was the last little thing I got done, figuring out that the crooked cops are in league with the Court of Owls. Big shocker. And Talia still running around, dealing with the league that is not affiliated with her, or so she claims. We took down Harley Quinn, yay. Her victims are getting the treatment they need. With any luck, this won't be more than a bad memory for them. And yeah, Daka Labs implant. Freeze is smart, probably has a backup plan in case the weather machine failed. The regulators might know more. Clearly planning something. Tried robbing a bank, need a lot of cash. Clayface saw more of his clay in the sewers. Because of this, he was able to create and control multiple versions of himself at once. He's getting stronger. He's alive, but where? Spent the last year reassembling himself and doesn't remember what happened at the reservoir. He thinks Batman tried to kill him. Clayface was so lewd, he even wrote a script and tried to film a movie to discredit Batman. Unfortunately, Batman v Superman already did that. Yeah, cheap shot, I know. Anyway, thank you email from Montoya about the crime scene with the crooked cops. Message from Batgirl regarding the Court of Owls mask we found at the scene of the crime. Then we've got something from Tim about his research into the Lazarus pits and how they can make a person more unstable. And we have a message from somebody on the Hook app. Which, spoiler, it's Dick Grayson. He still can't get into his email after Barbara hacked it. And this is why you don't mess with a librarian. Actually, no, this one's from Dizzy PhD. Not a message from Dick after all. I was thinking of a different email. And I should mention that we did also get, in the original video that got ruined by the maintenance guy showing up, that we do get a video of Barbara and Tim having a heart-to-heart talk. About her dollhouse and him helping out with it and her taking things too seriously, but we do also have one new training thing: how to do damage over time attacks.
Physical and mental preparation go hand in hand. Here, we can train the mind to prepare the body, but it requires deep focus. Let go of your pain and pay attention to my voice.
And yeah, new trick. Hold down 2 to throw Marauderangs. This would have been very helpful fighting the League of Shadows last time.
League of Shadows assassins will try to disappear and ambush you. Keep the pressure up and don't give them an opening.
Krishnaim. Rasayang Idris.
Lots of bruises coming up. Watch this. Try this.
You're ready to move on.
Yeah, not much of a challenge, that one.
Jim would be proud of you.
And of course we need to do a little bit more crafting. In this case, going for the epic stuff that I can make. Since I think my challenge from Lucius this time around was construct a full set of at least heroic level gear. I'm scrolling through this trying to figure out if I have all of the best possible environmental damage effects, only to discover that, oh, hey, I can make a toxic batarang now. And concussive. And sure enough, though I don't have the Predator Batarang yet, I do manage to get a special Batarang for pretty much every single damage type there is. And I went scrolling through trying to see if any of the suit blueprints I had the option for the Shinobi suit. No such luck. I imagine I probably have to fight more of the League of Assassins to get that option. I was also trying to find one that had the Year 1 style, even though it looked like I already built one with the Year 1 style, because I had, at least I thought I had a mission that said, make yourself a Year 1 armor suit. And eventually I just decided to heck with it and thought I'd construct every single thing that I possibly could construct. Even if stuff like the team-up weapons isn't really going to do me a lot of good, since I'm not planning on playing team-up mode on this much, if at all. And time to add in the mods, as we do. Oh, and I got an achievement there for Fusion Expert for modding so many chips. So yes, taking another look at all the different suit types here. We have most of them unlocked at this point. I mean, I actually want making the same suit over again. Although it still has the mod chips in the new suit. And at this point I also realized that, oh hey, I leveled up twice last night. I have points to spend. And I decided to use it to buy the last of the second wind abilities, completely clear that tier out. And at this point I just decided, what the heck, let me make everything. So if I can at least get cleared out, even if I'm making something I'm not likely to use at this point. I can at least make all the epic suits. Try and get an achievement that way. And I do apologize for taking a lot of time on this, but this is going to turn out to be essential to what comes next. And of course we do have to get our costume back up and looking as awesome as possible. And with that, we're finally ready to hit the street. And I ultimately regret this decision, but I decided to go and do the Penguin mission first. Partly because it was a relatively straight shot from us, and also because David, the wheelchair utilizing bartender, was on the way, and we had to go pick something up from him. And yep, just running through all the missions here. Just go ahead and go silent from here on out so that you can watch what happens next in perfect awe of be telling.
Nice of you to stop by. Got some info you're really gonna dig. Bye.
What the hell happened here?
Can anyone hear me? Yeah, somebody help. I know it ain't worth much to say this, but it was either you or me. And frankly, it'll always be me.
Oh, my head. What was in that gas? What is this place? Belfry, do you copy? Belfry. Nothing. How did they do that? Back here again. But that just happened, didn't it? What just happened? No, not again. I've had enough of this room. How long have I been here? Okay. How the hell are they doing this?
Yeah, after repeated attempts at trying to dash through, tumble through, and slide underneath the spikes, I eventually did figure out that the solution is to very simply crawl under them, which I swear I did the first time, but it didn't work. I think that this keeps slipping up until you do it 4 times and you have the full range of portraits on the wall of the first chamber.
What's wrong with this thing?
And yeah, the scanner doesn't work either. No way to climb above it. Dashing under it doesn't seem to work. So yeah, those of you who are comic fans have probably figured out at this point that this is the Labyrinth of the Court of Owls, which Batman got locked in the comics and they attempted to drive him mad, and now we are having to persevere through that same gauntlet. And that is where we will pick up next time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.